Before we go, let's take a look at a familiar face who's recently returned home from her time overseas. Narelle Sindos, the host of the New Zealand Football Show, which starts tonight on Sky Sports 7 from 8:30 p.m.
Narelle, it's so nice to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what we can expect on the programme.
Well, it's pretty much everything New Zealand football, everything you can think of. We've got the Women's National League, the ISPS Under Premiership, which starts next month, and the big one's the A-League, which actually starts this weekend. So I'm very excited to see how the Wellington Phoenix go with a new look side. And we've also got the Under-17s who are off to Brazil at the end of the month. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty full-on show tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned the Phoenix. Obviously a lot of change there, new coach, a lot of new players. What are your expectations for the season ahead?
I don't know. I'm hoping that they do well because they did super well last season. Obviously, I was overseas, so it was hard to keep up with it. But, I mean, Ufuk Talay looks really good. He kind of knows what he's doing. He's built a good squad. He's taken his time in recruiting these players. And obviously a lot of young Kiwi talent who have always been the fabric of the Wellington Phoenix. So I think it's a good mix, a good balance, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
But I think now more than ever before, there has been a real focus on that young Kiwi talent at the Knicks.
I think so, yeah, and it's so good to see because it's our only professional football team. So it's super tough for these young footballers to sort of have a pathway into that professional level. But obviously Supreet Singh, who was at the Phoenix last season, he's with Bayern Munich now. So I think he gives other youngsters a lot of hope and hopefully follow in his pathway.
Absolutely. Now, the All Whites, they are finally back in action
How long has it been?
in November.
A while.
Yeah.
More than a year and a half?
Definitely more than a year and a half, 100%.
Yeah.
Danny Hay at the helm this time. What do you think he's going to bring to the table?
I've seen a bit of what Danny can do. I was quite impressed with him in Eastern Suburbs. And obviously he's played for the All Whites, so he kind of knows what New Zealand is about. He knows sort of the culture, and he probably knows a lot of the players as well. So I'm very excited to see them in action next month.
Yeah, I suppose that's what was missing with Fritz Schmid.
I think so, yeah. I
didn't quite understand that.
No, like
New Zealand
Kiwis are so
culture.
relaxed and laid back, you know, we're not like serious and stuff like they probably are in most other countries. But I mean, I think Danny Hay will be a good fit for sure.
Yeah. Hey, let's look at the English Premier League while we've got an opportunity to do so. Are you crying for Manchester United much?
No, I'm a big Liverpool fan.
Brilliant.
Oh, no! Not another one.
No, it's been the
Brilliant
perfect
news.
weekend. Yeah, I literally can't believe some of the results from the Premier League. Yeah, City dropping points. Manchester United, well, we've just kind of got to laugh at them now. You sort of half expect that.
If you were Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what would you be doing right now?
I mean, I don't know.
Leaving.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be a manager, but I don't know. I think in our day and age, you kind of got to give managers enough time. But I think he just started super well. He got off to a flyer, got the permanent contract and stuff. Like Ole at the wheel, da-da-da. And now everyone's like, yeah, the wheels are falling off. Like, So, I mean, it's a bit tough. But I think Manchester United will bounce back. It's still pretty early in the season.
The blue half of Manchester, they dropped points to Wolves.
They did.
They're 8 points off the pace of the fantastic Liverpool Football Club. Are they out of the running yet?
Definitely not. Manchester City, they're super clutch. And I mean, I'm not sure if you know, last season, Liverpool had a 10-point lead at sort of New Year's time. So it's not like we haven't dropped massive leads before. But I think it is quite daunting, like looking at City, and they drop points against Norwich, who are newly promoted, drop points against Tottenham, and then Wolves. So they lost one of their big centre-backs, Laporte, early on. So I think that's a big part of, you know, why they haven't really been as solid at the back. But I'm absolutely loving watching it at the moment because as a Liverpool fan, who wouldn't? Yeah,
and just a quick word on, or have you got something?
No, you go first.
No, you go.
OK, well, I was actually just going to ask a little bit more about you. For people that perhaps are unfamiliar with you, you've just come back from the UK, right?
Yes,
Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing over there.
So I was actually working for Premier League Productions over there. So it was super cool watching the games at a normal time in the day. And yeah, just being surrounded by football is just amazing. Like every town or village you go through, there's a football field, football shirts. Yeah, it's amazing. So, but I'm happy to be back though.
I was just going to ask about Chris Wood, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
We can forget about Woodsy. Doesn't matter.
He'll score another goal this week,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
he can be next week's question.
Exactly, yeah, perfect.
Narelle, thanks so much for coming in, and good luck with the show.
Thank you very much.
Hope it goes really well.
Cheers.